welcome to another streaming video. My name is Knightenator and I stream on Twitch 6 days a week, twitch.tv/Knightenator. If you want to come and continue the conversation and ask me more questions, feel free to do so. You can also post them down below in the comments, click subscribe, like, etc. if you fancy it. But today I'm going to be answering some of your questions that I've seen on Twitch. They've also been asked to me, so hopefully I can help, give you some A's to your Q's and give you some quickfire information. Starting off, let's go straight into them with, do streamers pay taxes on donations? Don't let the word donation fool you. We are not charities, and thus we do need to pay taxes on absolutely everything that we make. And if you are a streamer who's not paying taxes on everything, you should do that. It's illegal. Do that. Is it easier for female streamers? Now, this is a question that I see a lot, and not normally a question, it's more a statement. Only if you like creepy men both telling you that they love looking at you and telling you that they hate that you exist. Yeah, it's not easier. It's different, but not easier. Do I need to play the most popular game on Twitch to get any kind of viewers? Now, I would suggest don't do that. Unless that is the game that you absolutely love and you're fantastic at it, probably don't do that because you'll be right at the bottom of the list, a very long list of streamers, and people won't come and find you. Equally, if you play a dead game with 0 viewers, then you probably also won't be discovered. So try and pick a game that is somewhere in the middle, they've got some viewers that you can potentially, not be right at the bottom of the list. Should I tell my friends and family that I stream? Now, this can be useful. Normally if you tell your friends. If you tell your family, it gets a bit weird and they bring it up at family gatherings. But friends, you tend to be safer with. Then again, I did not tell my family that I was streaming and my mum still found me. She's a demon with a Google search. She's practically Ask Jeeve. She knows. She knows. Don't hide anything from my mum. She knows. How hard is it to get partnered? Very. It is very hard. Is streaming worth all of the work? If you're in it for money, then probably not. It's a really long time before you'll probably end up making any kind of financial gain. If you're in it for something primarily other than money, it's not necessarily a bad thing being in it for money, but if you're in it for friendships and other things, then yeah, it's probably worth it. And the money is just, a little benefit on the side. Should I go into a streamer's chat and tell them that I'm streaming? No. Don't do that. Don't even try and do it in a hinty way. Streamers no. Streamers no. Don't do that. It's a bad idea. It's a bad look. Which platform should I stream on? There are quite a few streaming platforms out there, the main ones being Mixer, Twitch, and YouTube. Mixer, we won't talk about that. If you already have a pre-established audience, then YouTube can be good if you're feeling brave, but Twitch tends to be the best one. Although growth on there is incredibly difficult as discoverability, it's pretty non-existent. Why do I not have any viewers? Well, maybe you should try something different. What I would suggest is, doing something else other than just streaming. Stream for sure, but also go on social media and promote yourself in an interesting way. You can also try and switch up the game you're playing and, like I said earlier, invite your friends to come watch you. Just help you bump off the ground. How long should my streams be? Back in the day, it was sensible to stream for as long as you possibly could. You would stream for 12 hours a day, you would try and get as many different time zones in there because you would have a better chance of people discovering you. Nowadays, that's not really the case, and short and sweet tends to be the better format. I go for somewhere in the middle. I tend to stream for 5 to 7 hours, but I would say, something between 4 and 5 hours is probably the sweet spot. Keep going for as long as you have energy, and if you stop having energy, then anyone that does find your stream is probably not going to stick around because you're boring to watch. So make sure it's short and sweet, or just as long as you can manage to keep that high energy up for. Do streamers make money on Twitch ads? Not really. A very, 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 very small amount of money. In fact, something that I tend to always recommend to people is if you have the option of playing Twitch ads or not, I would say not. Because that time that you are playing the advert, anyone who's not subscribed will be watching the advert and not you, which means they'll probably click off. They don't want to watch the advert, which means you've just lost a potential subscriber, a potential long-time viewer. You've lost could have been. And if you are an engaging streamer, then people will tend to subscribe regardless. Meaning that, if you're pushing them away through watching adverts, then you're directly losing out on a far larger chunk of money from them subscribing. So, not really worth it. What do streamers do all day when they're not streaming? I think a common misconception is streamers just turn up, they put on their webcam and they start gaming, when in reality there's a lot of behind the scenes things, especially if you're a full-time streamer. Things such as admin, contacting businesses, sponsors, going and seeking those sponsorships yourself, dealing with lots and lots of emails and all of that jazz, as well as things like making YouTube videos, making social media posts, planning their streams, changing up overlays, and everything you see behind the scenes. Streamers tend to do that themselves. There's a lot of stuff that goes into streams. A lot of people prepare things to do on stream. There's a lot of stuff. I promise. We're not just sitting there doing nothing. I swear. Streaming is running a business, after all, so anything that you would see in a business doing, a streamer does. For example, taxes. Fun, fun, fun taxes. Is it too late to try and start streaming? No, not at all. Yes, it was easier 7 years ago, but that doesn't mean that it is not worth trying now if you would like to. While the amount of streamers are growing on the platform, so is the viewership. There's a lot of viewers on there. And although there are fewer viewers for every streamer than there was many years ago, it's still a possibility to break through the oversaturated wall of streamers and get your name out there. I think we'll wrap that up for today. Hopefully some of these questions were interesting to you, and if you have any more questions, feel free to pop them down below or come and ask me on twitch.tv/Knightenator. Things have been a little bit hectic this week, so I had to do a slightly shorter video, but I hope you enjoyed it, and next week I shall be here with another video again. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Check out my social media links, I'll pop it all down below, along with my suggestions for streaming setup and my setup. If you want to check out any of those, you can do. I will see you in the next video. Have a lovely day. Goodbye, guys.